course I know my.
Hey, y'all, man, they done shot FBG Duck in the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro.
FBG Duck's murder was one of the boldest drill rap killings ever caught on camera, and now the case is heating up again. The feds are officially linking Lil Durk to the case. In this video, we're breaking down how Durk allegedly gave the green light for the hit on FBG Duck, and how a rap beef turned into a serious federal murder investigation. Before we dive into the details, here's the background. Lil Durk is a major figure in Chicago drill music, connected to O Block and the Black Disciples. FBG Duck, on the other hand, was part of Tuckville and the Gangster Disciples. This wasn't just music beef, it was rooted in over 10 years of gang rivalry. Now, court records and federal investigations are revealing a deeper story, with claims of hit orders, bounty payments, and a possible conspiracy involving Durk's group, OTF, Only the Family, which prosecutors are now treating as a criminal organization. Everything changed on August 4, 2020. FBG Duck, whose real name was Carlton Weekly, was shopping for his son's birthday in Chicago's Gold Coast when he was shot 16 times in broad daylight. His girlfriend and another person were also injured in the crossfire.
Hey, y'all, man, they done shot FBG Duck in the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro. In the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro.
According to a lawsuit filed by FBG Duck's mother, Lashina Weekly, Duck's murder wasn't just random street violence, it was planned at the highest level. The lawsuit claims that King Von put a $100,000 bounty on Duck's head, and Lil Durk was the mastermind behind it, using his OTF crew to carry out the hit. In January 2024, 6 O Block members, Charles Liggins, Kenneth Robertson, Christopher Thomas, Marcus Smart, DeCarlos Offord, and Ralph Turpin were convicted for Duck's murder. These weren't just random shooters. They were allegedly Durk's people, following direct orders. But there's no video of Durk pulling the trigger himself. Instead, prosecutors have built a digital case, social media posts, song lyrics, music videos, and phone records, all showing how the plan was created, carried out, and even celebrated. One major example is King Von's Took Her to the O video, which shows a character killing someone named Duck months before the real murder. The lawsuit says this wasn't just music, it was a warning. What makes this case more shocking is the claim that Durk used his fame and money to turn street beef into a full-blown criminal enterprise. Major record labels like Sony, Universal, Alamo, and Empire are even accused of turning a blind eye while profiting from the violence. One shooter, Ralph Turpin, was reportedly in contact with a number linked to Durk's brother shortly before Duck was killed, another sign that this was a planned hit, not a random act. Before his death, Duck dropped a diss track that mocked several dead O Block members. In Chicago's drill culture, that's a huge disrespect, and prosecutors say it made Duck a target. This wasn't about emotions, it was about business. The lawsuit claims the murder was a calculated decision made by top members of OTF, a move designed to eliminate a rival and boost profits. Planning, communication, shooters, surveillance, all allegedly done like a high-level operation. Not street chaos, but organized crime.
Our complaint law lays out that a $100,000 bounty was placed on the life of FBG Duck to have him killed.
This case highlights how criminal conspiracies now unfold in the digital age. Every Instagram post, YouTube video, or tweet has become part of the evidence. The same social media platforms that helped artists rise to fame are now being used to build RICO cases against them. According to a federal lawsuit, Lil Durk's group OTF wasn't just a music collective, it allegedly operated as a criminal enterprise. Prosecutors claim OTF used music industry money to plan and fund street violence, turning death and drama into profit. The lawsuit mentions the word profit over 100 times in its 229 pages, showing how much the case centers around money and influence. Even more heartbreaking is that FBG Duck may have been trying to make peace before his death. His 2019 track, Chicago Legends, paid respect to fallen rivals and seemed like an effort to end the cycle of violence. But in the streets, and in the eyes of federal investigators, that wasn't enough. Every diss track, viral post, and video celebrating Duck's death allegedly brought in more attention and revenue. This case is no longer about rap beef. It's about how the industry may have turned real-life tragedy into a business, and the feds are now following the money.
Vehicles pulled up, 4 individuals exited those vehicles, 2 from each vehicle, and began firing at the individuals that were on the sidewalk outside of one of the stores.
FBG Duck's murder wasn't just a street hit, it was part of a deeper, organized plot. Prosecutors claim Lil Durk's crew, OTF, acted like a criminal enterprise, using music and fame to fund violence. 6 O Block members were convicted, with digital evidence linking them to the murder. A federal lawsuit even claims King Von placed a $100K bounty on Duck. What started as rap beef has turned into a full-blown RICO case, showing how music, money, and murder have dangerously collided.
Individuals murdered Mr. Weekly as part of their effort to maintain or increase their position in the O Block.
Let's start with the music, because in drill rap, lyrics often reflect real life. In Lil Durk's 2021 song Should Have Ducked, prosecutors say he wasn't just rapping, he was celebrating FBG Duck's murder. When he said, "She asked me how high do I get, I told her high as duck," they claim it wasn't just wordplay, it was profit from a killing. In Durk's 2024 track Monitoring Me, he raps, "I don't gotta pay nobody to do nothing, I got killers, all my friends." Prosecutors treat this like a confession, not just music. Durk's tweet "RIP Nusky" on the same day Duck died also raised red flags. Investigators believe OTF members reacted online in a way that showed they knew about the hit beforehand. The lawsuit claims King Von, Durk's artist and alleged underboss, put out bounties and helped plan attacks. His Took Her to the O video, with over 350 million views, is being treated as a public threat. Phone records show Ralph Turpin, who gave up Duck's location, was in touch with a number tied to Durk's brother. Financial records show how Duck's death boosted streams, interviews, and profits, allegedly turning real violence into business. Even major labels like Sony and Universal are accused of profiting off this without stopping it.
Threatening, the killing, and then the celebration of the killing, and the continued killing. All on the name of...
This wasn't just street beef, prosecutors say it was a highly organized criminal enterprise. According to them, FBG Duck's murder was part of a multi-million-dollar operation disguised as a music business. F had contracts with major labels, tour deals, and merchandise, all allegedly used to fund gang activity. The timeline suggests premeditation. After Duck dissed fallen O Block members, King Von allegedly placed a bounty on his head. Then came Von's Took Her to the O video, seen as a public warning, and soon after, Duck was killed in Chicago's upscale Gold Coast area, far from his usual neighborhood. The shooters knew where to find him, pointing to serious planning. During the trial of 6 O Block members, Duck's girlfriend testified about threats from F members, showing it was personal. Prosecutors are using RICO charges, treating this group like organized crime. Durk's later arrest for allegedly orchestrating a hit on Quando Rondo's crew only added to the feds' case. Duck's mother filed a civil lawsuit, not just seeking justice but revealing how deep this may go, naming Durk, record labels, and even city officials. She claims the system failed, while Durk allegedly turned Duck's death into profit with tracks like Should Have Ducked. The ripple effects are shaking Chicago.
When you realize that you have a dangerous product, and you pushing that dangerous product out to the public, you have a responsibility to ensure that that dangerous product does not injure or hurt.
Prosecutors say Lil Durk's arrest for an alleged murder-for-hire linked to Quando Rondo supports a bigger case, one that shows his crew F is a criminal enterprise. They claim both FBG Duck's and Quando's shootings followed the same pattern: revenge, bounties, and careful planning. Durk's lyrics are now being used as evidence, not art. Lines about killers and enemies aren't just seen as rap, they're being treated as real-life confessions. The government is using RICO laws, once aimed at the mafia, to show how rap crews operate like crime syndicates. Duck's mother also filed a civil lawsuit, not just against Durk, but against big record labels. She claims they profited off her son's death, earning money from songs that bragged about his murder. This case has put the whole music industry under a spotlight. If labels are held responsible for what their artists do, it could change how artists are signed and promoted. Drill rap, once praised for its realness, now risks legal trouble when songs reflect street violence. As this case unfolds, the future of F and possibly drill music itself hangs in the balance. The question is clear: when does music cross the line into crime?